What's up, guys? Welcome back to another class preview. This time we're going to be going over the Assassination Rogue and seeing the overall changes since Warlord's Adjourner into the Legion Alpha. But we're going to be going over the spellbook, checking out the talents, and then checking out these artifact weapons. So let's get into it. Starting off in the spellbook, we do have Cheap Shot. This does cost 40 energy, as it does require stealth. Stuns the target for 4 seconds and rewards 2 combo points. Nothing really changed here. Still the same nice stealth opener to stun the target. Moving on, we do have Cloak of Shadows. This does have a 1.33 minute cooldown. Provides a moment of magic immunity, instantly removing all harmful spell effects. The cloak lingers, causing you to resist all harmful spells for the next 5 seconds. Not much change here, so it's still really powerful against magic attacks and kind of blocking like huge damage spells, such as like gas bolts and stuff like that. We also have Crimson Veil. It's a 30-second cooldown. It costs 30 energy. You drink a alchemic concoction that heals you for 30% of your maximum health over 6 seconds. Now, since we don't have our recuperate anymore, this is going to be our main heal. It's really good at keeping us up. Does have a low cooldown, but I do think recuperate did a better job at keeping us alive longer. But something to note about this, it doesn't take away our combo points on the target, so it's pretty nice. Next up, we still have Distract. Able to distract someone. So 30-second cooldown, 30 energy. Nothing new there. Now onto Venom. Costs 35 energy, 1 to 5 combo points. It's a finishing move that drives your poison blades in deep, dealing instant nature damage, and increases your poison application chance by 30%. Damage and duration is increased per combo point spent. With 5 combo points, dealing 81,000 damage and lasting for 6 seconds. So, pretty nice at applying poisons and getting that extra damage out there, since Assassination Rogues are going to be working off more poisons than anything else. Evasion, nothing really new. It's a 2-minute cooldown, increases your dodge chance by 100% for 10 seconds. Nice against melees. Fan of Knives, costs 35 energy. Spray knives at all targets within 10 yards, dealing 6,000 physical damage, and applying your active poison at their normal rate. Does award 1 combo point. So if we did this on multiple targets, for every target hits, it awards a combo point, or has at least a chance to. Moving on to Feint. 20 energy, performs a evasive maneuver, reducing damage taken from AoE effects by 50% for 5 seconds. Groat, costs 45 energy, 15-second cooldown. Groats the enemy, causing 162,000 bleed damage over 18 seconds, and silences the target for 3 seconds when used from stealth. So, you can Groat out of stealth, but it does not require stealth to cast it. So, you get the same dot, and still awards 1 combo point. So, free damage, might as well keep this up. You can keep it up at all times. Moving on to Kick. Our basic interrupt, 15-second cooldown. Does a quick kick, interrupt spellcasting. Still have Kidney Shot, costs 25 energy, 1 to 5 combo points, with 20-second cooldown. A finishing move that stuns the target longer for each combo point, with 5 combo points, stunning them for 6 seconds. King's Bane is our artifact weapon ability. We'll go over later. Now we do have Mutilate. This is our main combo point generator. So it does cost 55 energy, which is pretty high in my book. But as an attack with both weapons, dealing a total of 63,000 physical damage, and awards 2 combo points. Really nice, especially if we get a crit on it. You get double, so you'd get 4 combo points. So pick lock, pick a lock up to 550. Pickpocket, half a second cooldown, requires stealth. Picks the target's pocket. Poison knife. Now, somewhat similar to the subtleties shuriken, poison knife throws a poison-coated knife, dealing 1 damage. Obviously, it'll be, as of right now, I'm hitting it for 13,000. So, applying your active lethal and non-lethal poisons. So, applies my deadly poison to the target. And it does award 1 combo point. It does not award 14,432 combo points. If it did that, I don't know what I would do. That would be insane. Do have our poisons. Do have deadly poison. Coat your weapons in a lethal poison that lasts for 1 hour. Each strike has a 50% chance to poison the enemy for 44,000 nature damage over 12 seconds. Subsequent poison application will instantly deal 5,000 nature damage. So, if we already have the dot on the target, it'll just do instant damage instead of applying that dot again. So, wound poison. Coat your weapons with a lethal poison for 1 hour. Each strike has a 50% chance to apply the poison, which instantly inflicts 5,000 nature damage and reducing all healing received for 12 seconds. Crippling poison. Coat your weapon with a non-lethal poison. Lasts for 1 hour. Each strike has a 50% chance to apply the poison, slowing the target by 50% for 12 seconds. The last one is leeching, which is a talent we'll go over later. We have Rupture. It costs 25 energy with a 1 to 5 combo point. Finishing move that tears open the target, dealing bleed damage over time. Lasts longer per combo point, with 5 combo points, doing 360 damage over 24 seconds. So 306,000 is decently high amount, but still pretty good just to get that base damage on there. Stop Sap, 35 energy. Requires stealth, incapacitated target for a minute. Same old, same old. Nothing new here. Shadow Step, 30-second cooldown, 25-yard range. Step through the shadows to appear behind your target and gain a 70% increased movement speed for 2 seconds. So, like that. Nice movement speed. Moving on, we do have Sprint. Increase your movement speed by 70% for 8 seconds. It does have a 50-second cooldown. This is able to be used while stealth still. So, speaking of stealth, it's a 2-second cooldown. Conceal you within shadows until cancelled, allowing you to stalk enemies without being seen. The only reason this is affected is because of Night Stalker. So, there it is. Tricks of the Trade, 30-second cooldown, redirects all threat you cause to the targeted party or raid member, beginning with your next damaging attack within 30 seconds, and lasting 6 seconds. Nothing new. Same with Vanish. Vanish, 2-minute cooldown. allows you to vanish from sight, entering stealth while in combat. For the first 3 seconds after vanishing, damage and harmful effects received will not break stealth, also allowing you to break movement impairing effects while casting Vanish. Vendetta is our main DPS cooldown. It's a 1.5 minute cooldown. Marks the target for death for 20 seconds, increasing the damage done by your abilities, and auto attacks deal to the target by 30%, and marking the target vulnerable even or target visible to you, so you can see them through concealments such as stealth or invisibility. So against mages, rogues, and stuff like this could be a very powerful cooldown if you can kind of predict their vanish and stuff like that. I wish it kind of affected your poisons a little bit more, since assassinations work off poisons, but it's still pretty good. Fleet-footed, increases your movement speed by 15% and reduces the falling damage you take. Nice little passive, especially for a melee. Now onto our mastery. Is potent poisons. Increases the damage done by your poisons by 61%. Overall, just nice little mastery. Gives you more poison damage. So, Seal Fate. When you critically strike with a melee attack that generates combo points, you gain an additional combo point per critical strike. So, say if I crit with Garrote, this is only one single attack, it would award me 2 combo points. Now if I crit with Mutilate, since it does on both weapons, it would count as 2 crits, giving me a total of 4 combo points. So you can gain quite a bit of combo points with crit. Now we do have Venomous Wounds. You regain normally 7 energy each time you deal bleed damage to a poison target. Now this has changed because of Venom Rush near the bottom, which we'll go over in just a few minutes. Moving on to the talents. The first one, we do have Master Poisoner. This is a passive. Increase your damage done by your poisons by 10%, and their non-lethal damaging effects by 20%. Now this is very nice, works very well with your mastery. So it gives you a nice damage boost, plus helps out your non-stuff such as leech poison. So next is Elaborate Planning. Your finishing moves grant 20% increased damage for the next 6 seconds. Really nice damage boost. Makes you focus on what abilities you want to cast next, just so you can get that extra damage from in the next 6 seconds. Next up, we do have Hemorrhage. Costs 30 energy. Rips a gushing wound in the target, dealing 12,000 physical damage, and increasing bleed damage from your abilities on the target by 30% for 20 seconds. This does award 1 combo point, so if we're going to have Garrote, also Rupture and Hemorrhage on the target, it might do quite a bit extra damage. Next up, we do have Night Stalker. It's a passive. While stealth is active, you move 20% faster, and your abilities do 50% more damage. So, while exiting stealth, that's pretty powerful. But I don't see it being all that powerful because of an assassination. All you do really is open with Garrote or Cheap Shot. So, no real huge damage there. So, maybe just from Groat. Moving on to Subterfuge. Your abilities requiring stealth can still be used for 3 seconds after stealth breaks, giving you more cheap shots, Groats, and stuff like that. Last but not least in this row, we do have Shadow Focused. Abilities cost 50% less energy while stealth is active. This is great while you're opening, giving you a little bit more energy to play with when you come out. Now onto Deeper Stratagem. As a passive, you may have a maximum of 6 combo points. Your finishing moves consume up to 6 combo points, and your finishing moves deal 20% increased damage. So, having this allows to increase our overall finishing move damage, plus gives us ability to use up to 6 combo points on a single thing for increased damage and an increased duration. Next we do have Anticipation. You may have a maximum of 8 combo points. Finishers will still consume a maximum of 5 combo points. This just gives us a little grace period. This could be very nice with Assassination, since I could crit with Mutilate and get 4 combo points when I already have 3 combo points, therefore wasting a few combo points. Also in this tree, we do have Vigor. This is increases your maximum energy by 50 and increases your energy regeneration rate by 10%. Very powerful, keeping your energy up, especially on a high energy spec such as Assassination, with Mutilate costing 55 energy. So, pretty nice to keep your max energy up. So, do have Leeching Poison. Coat your weapon in a non-lethal poison. Lasts for 1 hour, granting you 10% leech. Now this is affected by Master Poisoner, allowing it to go up to 12% leech. Onto Elusiveness. So passive, Faint also reduces all damage you take from non-AoE effects by 30% for 5 seconds. Very nice at raiding, also in PvP, especially if you're getting trained. Cheat Death. Fatal attacks instead reduce you to 7% of your maximum health. For 3 seconds afterwards, you take 85% reduced damage. This cannot trigger more often than once every 2 minutes. Thuggy is next. It's a passive. Resets the remaining cooldown of Groat when the target dies with your Groat active. So, I don't really understand this. I mean, I don't think it's that powerful, honestly. It is a 15-second cooldown. Maybe in high ad fights, but I wouldn't want to be using Groat anyways on small targets. I want to be using them on targets that are going to be lasting a little bit longer. But overall, just a nice little passive to reduce that cooldown, I guess. Moving on to Prey on the Weak. Another passive. Enemies disabled by your Kidney Shot, Cheap Shot, or Sap take 10% increased damage from all sources. We also have Internal Bleeding. Another passive. Your Kidney Shot also deals 30,000 bleed damage per combo point over 12 seconds. So if I had this on, I use this with 5 combo points. It still only does, but it does a lot more damage. It does about 24,000 every 2 seconds. So, very nice. Next up is Agonizing Poison. Coat your weapons in a lethal poison that lasts for 1 hour. Each strike has a 20% chance to poison the enemy for 12 seconds, increasing all damage taken from your abilities by 6%, stacking up to 5 times. This damage is increased by your mastery as well. Plus, if I had this and this, apparently it does not stack that well. Nope. But it can stack up to 30% with my current mastery. I would like to play with like hemorrhage and more stuff like that, because this kind of eliminates your mastery in a way, because you're no longer doing more damage from your poisons. You're now relying on your other damage. So more bleed damage from like growth, rupture, and then hemorrhage as well. So that could synergize very well together. And also internal bleeding. Next up, we do have Accelerate. As another passive, your finishing moves have a 20% chance per combo point to grant 1% haste for 20 seconds, stacking up to 25 times. So overall, in a long boss fight, this could be a very useful talent. I would not really worry about that much in PvP. I mean, everything's going to be so fast paced there. I don't think you're ever going to reach 25 stacks. So next is Blood Sweat. It's a passive. Each time your Rupture or Growth deals damage, the effect has a 20% chance to spread to an additional nearby target. Now this also has a really good synergy with Hemorrhage, increasing your overall bleed damage, but also very useful for cleave fights. Now at level 100 talents, we do have Venom Rush, so passive. Venomous wounds grant 3 additional energy each time it grants energy. So you gain 10 energy each time you deal bleed damage to a poison target. This does kind of work very well with Growth and Rupture, making sure those are on your target at once, just to gain even more energy back, especially with Vigor, having a higher energy pool, making sure that you're not capping out too fast. So has some nice synergy with that as well. Moving on to Marked for Death. It's 1 minute cooldown. Marks the target, instantly generating 5 combo points. The cooldown is reset if the target dies within 1 minute. So, very nice at getting instant combo points, an instant burst, maybe for Vendetta or something like that. Also have Death from Above. Costs 25 energy, 1 to 5 combo points, 20-second cooldown. Finishing move then powers your weapons with shadow energy, performing a devastating 2-part attack. First of all, you whirl around, dealing 40,000 damage to all enemies within 8 yards. Leap into the air, and envenom your target on the way back down with such force that it has a 50% stronger effect. So same as it used to be. But this also does increase our poison application, if it still works right. So let's try this. It does not affect that anymore. It just increases the time that it's on it. So it still affects it a little bit, but doesn't increase the percentage. But still pretty nice. And giving you a little bit more damage from Venom. but since it no longer puts you to the target itself, it just stops you in middle air. I haven't been using it that much, but obviously that'll be changed. Moving on to our artifact weapons, we have the Kingslayers. Our main ability that we gain is King's Bane. It's a 45-second cooldown. Releases lethal poison within the Kingslayers, injecting it into your target, dealing 100,000 nature damage, and instantly, and additionally 126,000 nature damage over 14 seconds. Each time you apply deadly poison or wound poison to the target affected by King's Bane's damage is increased by 20%. So, this is a little bit interesting since it works counteractively with Agonizing Poison. I don't think Agonizing Poison was going to be the best unless it gets added into King's Bane. But overall, a nice short cooldown that gives you a little bit more nature damage, works off your poisons, off your mastery. So, this does kind of eliminate Agonizing Poison. So, you also get some nice passives from this as well, such as Bag of Tricks. A Venom has a chance to smash a vial of poison at the target's location, creating a pool of ascetic death that deals 288,000 nature damage over 6 seconds to all enemies within it, giving you a little bit more AoE, which is definitely needed as rogues. You also have Blood of the Assassinated. Rupture has a chance to infect your target, increasing the damage dealt by Rupture by 100% for 10 seconds. This also could work very well with Hemorrhage, increasing that damage as well. So, the more Ruptures we have, the more chances that'll have on there. So, and last but not least, we do have From the Shadows. Declaring your vendetta unleashes a barrage of poison daggers at the target, dealing 481,000 nature damage to the target over 20 seconds. So, kind of empowering your vendetta, giving you a little bit more poisons, working off those masteries. So, I was playing this like a little over a week ago, and I wasn't impressed. They had made some slight changes to it, so that's why I made it a little bit later. It does seem a little bit better, especially the damage. The damage is quite up there right now, especially since you can get so much energy back. It does help out quite a bit. So, as for the amount of fun it is, it's alright. Like, it feels like it has a nice rotation, but it still feels a little bit off to me. It does feel like the classic old Assassination, but I would like to see a little bit of change to it. I mean, the damage is a little bit low still, but still pretty good. But damage will obviously change, so I'm not really worried about that. Overall, interesting addition to rogues. They all do seem a little bit different now, especially with the new added outlaw rogue. So it is nice to have a little variety playing rogues. So anyways, if we did like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. There's going to be plenty more videos to come. If we have any questions about this spec or any previous or future videos, please post them in the comment box below. Thank you very much once again for watching, and I will see you guys next time.